the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up, touchdown! It's complete. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A little check down to Lindsay. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. and he takes off and goes. It goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21-0 our score after 1. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 29, Jones. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Houston.
63 yards. 1st down, Houston.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Ravens are going to get the football. Ball here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson, he'll buy some time, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens add on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Watson, off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Houston. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 24.
Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And we're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Faking the give, now Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bilal Nichols forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on second down. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.